Hey everyone, today we are going to look at Man of the World by Fleetwood Mac. It's a really beautiful song. I'm going to try and do it justice on the uke, and it's going to sound something like this. Something like that anyway. So I play this a little bit differently almost every single time, but I'm going to try and walk you through it now. So let's move to a close-up and let's go through it. So we're going to start this one with a G chord, our normal way of playing a G chord, but we're going to drop a pinky finger onto fret 5 at the bottom string, giving us a high D note there. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to play a full strum, slide our pinky finger down to fret 3, pluck the bottom string, take it off and pluck the bottom string, pop it back on, pluck that string again, back off again. Then we're going to play a barred D chord, so that is barred at fret 2 with our pinky finger on fret 5, and that's a full strum. So that bar, very slowly with the correct timing in place, is going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're ending on the and note there. But in terms of the actual fingers that you use to pluck this, you've just seen me do it entirely with my thumb. When I'm actually playing this properly, I'm using a little bit of a combination of my index finger and my it's very rare that I play this song the same identically each time, so that may differ a little bit. Into bar 2, and we've already got this barred D chord in place. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to miss out the first beat, and we're going to play it down, up, up, down, up, which is going to be something like this. So we're going to strum the top 2 strings. So all I'm doing there is I'm just distinguishing my strumming between the top and the bottom strings. So I'm just playing down, up, up, down, up. And I'm not ever strumming the whole chord there. There's not really, in the lead part of the guitar on this song, there isn't anything played here, so I'm just picking up some of the rhythm, so play this a little bit quieter as well. The actual timing for the second bar is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm just going to put those 2 bars together now for you. And that takes us into our third bar, which is a C minor chord. So we are barring at fret 3 and we're dropping our third finger onto the 5th fret of the G string. And what I'm playing here is a full strum. Then I'm plucking the bottom string, the top string. Then I'm strumming the bottom 3 strings, but I'm actually moving my third finger down to the 5th fret of the A string. Strum that again and dropping back to a standard G chord. So let me count out the timing for that part for you now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, I am giving you the timing here, but I do tend to play this quite loosely. Probably shouldn't do, but I play with the timing a little bit on this one. So that's our first 3 bars, which takes us into our 4th bar. So our 4th bar is very, very similar to our second bar. I'm playing the exact same rhythm. Well, I'm just holding my G chord on, so I'm missing the first note. So we've already got this chord ringing out from the end of bar 3. So I'm missing the first beat, and I'm playing and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's very similar again. I'm just strumming the top 2 strings and the bottom 2 strings. I'm sort of catching them on the downs and ups. So let me just do that again. Cool, so that's our first 4 bars. Bar 5 and 6 are pretty much exactly the same as bars 1 and 2, so I'm not going to go through them again. There are a few things you can do generally to sort of change these a little bit, but these two bars are much the same. You could, for instance, not play anything in that second bar and just let that strum ring out for the full bar. It's totally your choice. Have a listen to the record as well. And we then move into our 7th bar, where we are starting with this A minor chord, which is a full strum. And then we've got a strum of the bottom 2 strings. And we're going to drop our 3rd finger onto the 3rd fret for a strum. We're going to slide that down to the 2nd fret for a strum. And then take it off and strum the bottom 2 strings again. So the timing for this bar is going to be 1, 2, and 4. So we're just missing out that 3rd beat there. And then we are sliding all the way up to the 7th fret with our 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the G string. And it's just a single strum for that one. You might have noticed in the intro that I will play this, and quite often, rather than just play a single strum, I'll just do some strums just to keep it going. And again, I'm just playing that down, up, up, down, up. And I'm trying to play those a little bit quieter, just to have them as a little bit of backing music, because really we've got a couple of bars there where not a lot happens, and I just think it's too long to leave unless you're playing alongside someone else, which we're not doing here. So 10, 11 and 12, our bars are the same as 1, 2 and 3. So I'm not going to go through exactly how to play them again, but it's still... So bar 13, I mean, we could play exactly the same as bar 4, and that would be perfectly fine here. In the tab, I've got it a little bit different. So we're coming in from that strum on the G chord, and I'm just playing. So we're playing our E string, our C string, and then our A string, back to our E string, and then we're playing the G string. And the actual, that's all with our G chord held on, and the timing is going to be and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we're back into the equivalent of bar 1 again. And bar 2. So that is up to bar 14 now. So 14, 15 and 16 are all bars that we've already seen, so they are very, very similar. So we have just got our main first few bars again, so let me just play those. For our 17th bar, we are back up to our E minor barred chord. And I'll just play the slight variation there just to fill some notes. So I've just played a full strum, then I've plucked the C string twice, and then the E string once. And the timing for that is 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Quite a simple one. Our 18th bar is just pretty much just a strum on our C minor. And that takes us into our 19th bar, which is going to be our G chord. And we're going to do a little bit of plucking around there. So we're going to pluck the bottom 3 strings, take our 2nd finger off and pluck the bottom string twice, pluck the bottom 2 strings, bottom 3 strings, taking our index finger off. And we're then going to pluck the C and A strings with just our 1 and 2 on frets 2. And then we're going to pluck the bottom 3 strings with our G chord back on, which is going to sound something like this. So that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's quite delicate, that. And that's pretty much it for most of the song. So for Man of the World, the intro is pretty much exactly the same as the verses. And then the only real other parts to this song are the bridge section and also the solo. But we're not going to cover the solo here, but we will take a look at that bridge section as well. So let's have a look at that now. So for the bridge section, we're just really rolling between a B minor and an A minor chord. So what we're going to do to play that is we're going to bar at fret 2 and with our index finger, and we're going to drop our third finger on fret 4 of the G string. And I would just play something. So I'm just playing a down, down, up, down, 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 down. Same on the A minor chord. Back to the B minor, same again. And then we're going to finish up on an A minor chord, but actually I'm going to play it further up here. So I'm going to play 5, 4, 5 and our pinky finger on fret 7. And then we're back to our D chord again. So one of the things, if you are just strumming a section like we're doing here, what I like to do is not necessarily just strum all of the strings all the time. So you'll see me in this song quite often using my thumb and just getting the top few strings. I'm not precious about exactly how many, whether I get 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4. And then when I'm coming up with my index finger, I may catch 1 or 2 strings. It's quite a nice way to get a note to ring out. So rather than always using your index finger, sometimes it can be quite nice to jump between your thumb and your index finger to get different areas or different amounts of strings. So that was Man of the World by Fleetwood Mac. I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you learned something. If you have any difficulties, please drop me some notes in the comments. If not, if you managed to take it further than what I have, let me know. I'd be dead interested to see that. So thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you soon.